My sorcery will prevail.
It really is all starting to come to a head now. It's just undeniable at this point.
Asylum seekers to stay at Epping Hotel after government wins the appeal. Why would the government be advocating and trying to keep asylum seekers in the country? Why would they even be doing that?
That the state itself is set against the British people and in favour of
left-wing
foreigners
judge
who break into our country. And not just the ones that break into our country, the ones that hit against our democratic will.
I mean, why don't you, like, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, this might sound like, again, this is one of my many maybe insane takes. I think that if you have a judge that is making rulings that are in the best interest of foreign interests and foreign countries over American interests or over British interests, that person should be tried for fucking treason. Like, if you have this person that is going out there and they're advocating for and trying to stretch the law in order to disadvantage the people in their country, at what point do you put them on trial for fucking treason? Because that's what they're doing. That's what it is. Based? Yeah. I can't, bro. Calm down. No. No. Look. That's what I think. That's what I would do. I would do that immediately.
Has said,
so half the politicians in the U.S. say for Israel, your terms are acceptable. Absolutely. 100%.
in their millions, that they can come and settle in this country. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for any of this. This was done completely. I mean, every manifesto of every party that's won for the last, 50 years has said, yeah, no, we're not going to have immigration. We're going to reduce immigration. We're going to get immigration down to the tens of thousands. Yep. We're going to make sure immigration is manageable. It has not happened. And so now the country is just awash with strangers. And this is why Keir Starmer was like, yeah, well, we are risking turning into an island of strangers. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because I go out into my local town that just 5 years ago wasn't like this. It was a normal English town. And now, it's just crazy.
You can tell he's mad. He doesn't get mad a lot, but he's mad.
It's crazy how just anyone from anywhere is allowed to come and live here, and we have to pay for the privilege.
It's ridiculous.
This, of course, has all sparked this latest sort of confrontation has been sparked by the court's decision about the asylum seekers staying in the Epping Hotel, which is, again, just mad, actually. If you just think about it, from a perspective that isn't invested in the conflict, you think, hang on, why would they be doing this? So, of course, the local council in Epping applied for an injunction to get the asylum seekers, 138 of them, removed from the Bell Hotel in Epping because a couple of them had sexually assaulted kids.
No way. The thing that happened, the thing that never happens, happened again. Wow. This might be the first time. They only moved some out of the hotels into 300K homes? Yeah, I don't see how anybody can be retarded enough to think that bringing in a bunch of random fucking migrants and illegals and then paying for them to live here isn't driving up the cost of living. How the fuck can you possibly believe that? It's like if somebody is in a house, then you can't be in the house. So if they're there, then you're not there. It's just so obvious.
And the government decided to appeal this.
What do you do?
On specific grounds. They actually have... the government lawyers say it was relevant public interests in play are not equal and are fundamentally different in nature. Yeah. There's a bunch of very suspect men that we have to pay to house here. Yeah. And then you've got
I think this is okay.
normal people of Epping who are worried that these men are going to do something to their children. So yeah, you're right.
I wonder why they're worried.
Not equal.
It's a mystery.
One side
Nobody
shouldn't
knows.
even be in the country, and the other side is right by default. So weird how
Yep.
The government's like, yeah, no, this is a problem. Because, and this is the thing, they realized that, oh, wait, there will be a wave of legal challenges from other councils over the use of hotels in their area if Epping's victory would set a precedent. So
Time for a Revolutionary War Part 2. I mean, I feel like they need to have like something needs to change. Like, I'll say this, like, I mean, I don't see how you can have a government that's actively working against the interest of its own population and not realize how bad that is.
You know,
why are they doing? I don't know.
Our intention.
I don't think anybody really knows.
Loads of foreign men will be.
Well, I mean, there are reasons, but there's not really a guarantee.
We allow this, and so okay, what a shock! What a shock! Lord Justice Bean at the High Court said
Justice
the High Court ruling
Bean
by Mr. Justice Eyre failed to consider the challenges of relocating the migrants. Well, I'm sorry, how's that our problem?
Exactly. Yeah.
They shouldn't be here.
Fucking duh. Yes, absolutely.
The judge's approach ignores the obvious consequence of the closure of one site's capacity. Means capacity needs to be identified elsewhere in the system. Too bad. Deport them. They shouldn't be here.
Yeah, they should. Exactly. That should be the end of the conversation. Should be that is. Oh, are they supposed to be here? No? Okay, then they have to leave. Period. Done. Over. Finished.
And yeah, it does look like the rights of the illegal immigrants are being put above the rights of the British people.
They absolutely are. And the government is acting in their best interest. Every dollar that's allocated to helping house a migrant is a dollar that's not being allocated towards helping house a British person or an American or a French person, depending on what country it is. Like, you live in a world of finite resources, and you live in a world of finite money. Like, there's scarcity in the world. You can't just have infinite everybody has everything. That doesn't work. It's not like a video game.
Highly true. That is what it looks like, and it seems to be the actual case of the matter.
It's our tax
the actual facts seem to be.
Yeah, they take the money away from you, but by threat of force with your taxes, and then they redistribute the money that they force you to give them to random fucking third worlders that show up to your country, and they don't even care. They don't even speak your fucking language. They don't speak your language. They don't care about your culture. They don't care about your tradition. They just want to live in your country. It's outrageous.
But that's what they're doing. And again, you've got to remember.
I mean, at what point is this not treason?
You know, these aren't exactly good guys as far as we can tell. But Lord Bean said...
I'm sure some of them are. I mean, like, again, it's the same with anything, right? Where, like, the majority of these migrants probably aren't doing anything wrong. But the issue is that the amount of them that's doing anything wrong should be zero, because the number of them coming over should be zero. It's a completely unforced error that shouldn't even be happening in the first place. You should not even open the door for this to have been a problem at all.
This was worrying.
Is there any solution for this? Yes, send them back.
Enhances a case. This runs the risk of acting as an impetus for further protests, some of which may be disorderly around asylum accommodation.
Oh, no.
There's a risk of encouraging lawlessness.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that telling people, no, you have to have the rapists in your community within walking distance of a school is definitely not going to cause any protest. I mean, that's the
No, why would people be mad about that?
That's what's been causing the protests so far. But I'm absolutely certain that you telling everyone to shut up and suck it up is definitely going to stop the protests. And this is genuinely what they're worried about. And unsurprisingly, it's what they're worried about, because I think it's going to continue to happen. In fact, we know it is. It's already happening. But this is just one of those things where you can't help but feel that when they say it's not equal, they're not wrong.
Well, it's
but
obvious.
The problem is the locus of their attention, right? So as you can see, Piers Riley Smith for Somani Hotels, they own the Bell Hotel, said this risks precedent being set. Well, yeah, but obviously you'd be against it because the government is bribing you, paying you.
Yeah.